Earlier today, our very own Gareth A Davies caught up with the CEO of Top Rank, Bob Arum, where he began by asking him about his superstar, Keyshawn Davis.
You know, we always realized what a great talent he was, and, we brought him along relatively slowly, but he reminds me very much of Sugar Ray Leonard when he was starting his great career. And Keyshawn is a marvelous talent, and he has a great personality.
And the day after, you've got Nakatani against Nishida in Japan. It's a very fruitful relationship you have with the Japanese fighters at the moment, and obviously Naoya Inoue as well.
Yeah, and then I'm going the following week to see Brian Norman fighting against a Japanese boy for the welterweight title.
Sasaki, of course. Yes, Sasaki.
Yeah. That's the secret in boxing, is that you look at all the lighter weight fighters, the fighters from 126 pounds down, and the Japanese dominate those divisions.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is that they have developed a special way of training and of discipline in their training, and they've been able to rise to the top because of that.
Talking of Asian fighters, I saw your comments this week in America on 5 words: I'm not sure it's wise, and that was related to, he's a great friend of yours, but he's also a friend of mine, Manny Pacquiao, the great Manny Pacquiao, coming back after 4 years away to fight a young stud in Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight crown. What are your feelings? I know how close you've been to Manny through his politics, through his boxing. You're almost as famous as him in the Philippines. What's your feeling about him coming back?
Well, it's with a great deal of trepidation. I'm praying that he comes through. I'm praying that he doesn't get hurt. But he's past the age of 45, and he hasn't fought in 4 years. So all of those indications are that there could be a lot of trouble for him in the comeback. Now, can he arise above all of that and win the fight? I don't know. I would certainly hope so, but it seems a little unlikely.
Have you spoken to Manny, Bob?
No, but I'm going to see him next Sunday after the Keyshawn fight, which is in Norfolk, Virginia, on Saturday. We have a plane taking a group of us to the Hall of Fame in Canastota, where Manny's being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and I choose that point to talk to him. But I'm in an awkward position because I can't talk him out of anything.
No.
I mean, it's a fait accompli. So all I can do is give him encouragement.
Ironically, as he gets invested into the Hall of Fame, can you recall other fighters who you've had over the years? Obviously, Mayweather came back 3 or 4 times. Was there anyone else? When Big George Foreman came back all those years ago, was he someone you worried about? Have there been other fighters you've worried about coming back?
Well, but Foreman was different. See, people all called out Foreman, but Foreman, took 10 years off when he didn't fight at all, and then when he came back, he fought regularly. It was no long layoffs like Manny has, so we could see that he wasn't in particular trouble because he had so many recent fights. With Manny, he hasn't fought in over 4 years, and before that was a couple of exhibitions where he looked terrible, and the Ugas fight, which he didn't look good. So again, we're looking at some miracle, and that's how I look at it. But miracles do happen. And Manny is an unusual athlete.
No, that's so right, and I've used exactly the same expression myself. If Manny wins, we will have seen a modern miracle. He's a miracle man anyway. Talking about comebacks, someone you've worked with very closely, one of our guys on these shores, Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. He's been in Monaco with 50 Cent and Derek Chisora and his wife Paris, and enjoying Lake Como in Lombardia in Italy, being romantic and teasing us that he may come back or may not, or he's very happily retired. Hand on heart, and obviously you know Tyson Fury very well, do you feel he'll ever come back for a fight, let's say, with Anthony Joshua?
Well, you never say never. But he's made an awful lot of money, particularly in his last 3 fights over in Saudi. And so he's now reaping the benefits of that, enjoying himself as well he should. And as the days and months pass, the chances of a comeback become more and more remote. But with Tyson, you really never know. Right now, I would say no. He's retired and he's going to stay retired. Can he change his mind in 6 months? Hey, Tyson Fury, of course he can.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.